cabin.
No, he's not.
Oh, Dogman Homestead, yeah.
Oh, and look at that. He brought in, we got Dutch Creek Cabin in the house also.
How come it ain't working?
He was here on time, I promise, but show him the tire.
Oh, yeah.
Pull this up.
Is this what we're doing live? Is we're fixing my golf cart tire live?
We'll see if the
I
noise
bet
is
nobody's done that on YouTube ever.
We'll see.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank me when it's completed.
There we
Is it
go.
live? I ain't got it.
What? It says live.
Yeah, we're
There's
live.
like, let me pull it up over here.
How's it going, everybody? I was invited, and you know I could not miss the opportunity, so I am here.
I wasn't invited. I just showed up anyway.
You invited me.
Wait a minute.
That's
Okay.
how I roll.
All right, so Dogman didn't get invited. He just showed up, but he invited me, so I came too.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
I didn't even want to do a freaking live. What's going on here? All right, I'm pulling up I got a computer off screen here.
Sweet.
Now I got like a 4-year-old video of you playing. What's going on?
There we go.
We're working on
Lindsay's
chats,
in the
guys.
house,
We'll
and
see
in
you
the
soon.
house. Say hello, Austin. No. Oh,
Hi, everybody. I still haven't seen chats yet, so.
yeah. It's Saturday night. Mike, what'd you do today?
Put a new toilet seat on, man. I'm excited.
Oh.
It is luxurious, I will say that.
I was with him when he picked it out.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. Is there video of it?
Nah, the room was too small.
Okay.
Then
We
they
don't
didn't
want
have
to see your toilet.
Not everybody can enjoy my, the things that I enjoy.
I can see y'all now. Butt Nugget says, "Hey, Austin."
All right, I got it pulled up. Volume's down.
I was expecting pizza. That's mostly why I can't. I'm
Oh, I was hoping you were bringing it.
I want Taco Bell.
There's Taco Bell and Boomville.
I have not eaten anything like Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, or anything that's in a city. I haven't ate those in years.
You had Pizza Hut last week.
Pizza Hut. That's the only chain we have here.
Yeah.
Subway. Everybody's got a Subway. Your
Hey,
town,
Subway.
your town could have 100 people, and you probably got 2 Subways.
I got Subway, Sonic, McDonald's.
Yeah, we got McDonald's. But I have had a craving for a Big Mac. I don't know why.
Dude, so this is how I eat. I have to have a lot of sauce on everything that I eat. So I ordered 2 McChickens with extra mayo, and then 3 barbecue sauces each per sandwich. Well, she shows up with a Big Mac and 3 ranch. I'm like, what the hell? I don't really eat hamburgers that much. I like hamburger meat. I just don't eat hamburgers. But anyway, so I was like, I didn't want to make her go back, and so I just said, oh, I'll just eat it. And then I ate like a Big Mac every day for like 2 weeks. It was pretty damn good.
They gave it to me by mistake.
Yeah. They got their own one.
I was watching some Russian channel where they're showing you what's going on in Russia, and they put in all the McDonald's closed, so they put in like the Russian version, and he's eating like their Big Macs. And then I don't know why. Now I got a taste for one. It's about the only thing I can stand.
Well, you wouldn't think it'd be good with ranch, but if you put ranch on a Big Mac, pretty damn good. Also, take off the onions and pickles, or else you'll ruin it.
What do they call a Big Mac in Russia?
Big Sikorsky or something.
I wasn't even.
I don't know. He's tasting everything that he used to always get, and he said it tastes exactly the same. So
Isn't that on?
I'm thinking McDonald's is pulling a stunt. They're still there. They just changed their name.
Hey, Treasure Hunter. So, how's it going? Everything going over here with you, Jeff? You finally get some rest?
No.
No rest.
It's hot and humid. I got a good video coming out tomorrow.
Dude, I've really been liking the whole narrated. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I've been really liking when you kind of.
I've always wanted to do that, where I took video and then talked over it. But I got to learn a better editing software. Mine can't do that. But yeah, I like that style. Red Poppy Ranch.
Yeah,
you're a
does
fan of
great,
him.
yeah.
He does a good. I've always thought about doing that.
The only thing I don't like is when he narrates, he's like pauses in forever.
Yeah.
He'll tell you a story, and then it's like 2 minutes. And that's how it was back then.
Yeah.
But it works.
Anyway, I've been enjoying those, man.
Yeah,
Those two.
those have been by accident. I had lighting issues on one video. Then my last video, I had audio issues. It's like you'd think after like 5 years I'd have my act together, but I figured out the snapping noise today.
Oh, was it the? It was the fences.
You'll have to watch my next video.
Dang it, man! It's got to be those fences, though.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
It's just.
The whole, and not only that, it wasn't just the pop. It also lowered the volume on my microphone, so it interfered with the entire thing. That's why I had the audio issues. So I had to figure that out today.
It's all Grady.
Almost homestead.
Almost homestead too.
Jay and Jen, Marcel and Denise, they got a bunch of chickens.
They got chickens coming out their ears. There's gonna be some competition for you.
No, they aren't. They need to get some from me is what they need.
They're worm farmers.
Bob
Yes,
didn't
they
get the
are.
story.
Now, I had somebody ask about that today. I told him to watch your videos. He's a friend of mine I've had for a long time. He's interested. He's got 100 acres, so he's interested in making worms. Doesn't look too hard.
I think they're doing commercial stuff, so I don't think they're doing public. But there's so many options. If you're close to a lake, shoot.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I mean, you could do bait worms. I mean, I remember buying them like 10 years ago and they were expensive. You know, I couldn't imagine what you could make off of you know, a pack of worms now.
And there are worm castings is also a very valuable product that you can sell. Worm castings, fertilizer. It's worm poop.
You got to go around a little pooper scooper behind the worms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to see that video.
It's all Grady. Their worms are compost worms, so they're basically that's what they're doing is just chewing it up and spitting it out gold.
Jamie wants worms for her garden.
Yeah. It's probably better than rabbit poop as far as gardens go.
Well, I put worms in my garden this year. I didn't do it last year, and it's booming.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
They'll buy a big bag of them and put them in their garden beds, and they are good. They'll destroy cardboard really quick.
I got a lot of that from this build.
Marcel was saying that they had a problem with moles eating a bunch of them at first and stuff. So they had to kind of like figure out how to, you know, they had some trial and error a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to protect something that's just in the ground.
Moles?
I noticed they have
Moles, yeah.
pig fencing around
Can
them.
you imagine being a mole in Arkansas?
Oh shit.
How do you dig? I mean, you dig down 2 inches, you're
got a
gonna
headache.
rock.
Dude, they're all over the place. And
I've never
voles,
had
the
them.
smaller voles.
Yeah. And,
My cats would catch, they're all over the place.
I went down to In the Woods Homestead, and they're just like an hour south. They have, I've seen like 5 of those things where cats would just kill them all over the place.
They have to have hard heads in Arkansas.
Bring them to me, that way dig up my land.
Yeah, all
I
right.
have never seen moles or gophers.
Yeah. Are there any cats about?
What about chipmunks? We got chipmunks here? I have never seen one.
I don't see chipmunks down here.
I forgot there was cats here.
Yeah, they don't. Bob and Grumpy will not come out. Fifi usually doesn't mind people though.
Butt nuggets. Anybody need wooden cages or other things made from wood? We will be building lots next week for Waldron Market Day.
Sweet,
So
good
there
idea.
you go.
Oh, yeah, that's one first Saturday every month in Waldron.
Hello, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping these eggs though. I got eggs in the incubator. I started saving more. That's my big incubator right there. Oh, I pulled it out of the corner. It's getting closer to where it's going.
Here we go. Sweet, man.
The,
The
big,
big
box.
giant bugs.
Oh, that's a cardboard box. That's not an incubator.
Yeah, it's a cardboard box right now, but that'll hatch 270 eggs at once. 270 eggs.
That's awesome, man. So what do you got to do for certification? You just got to get a hold of them and schedule it? Or?
Yeah, I got some more cleanup here, and yeah, I gotta call them and schedule it, and then they come out, inspect the property. They blood test every single chicken, and you gotta pay for it.
So I'm guessing they do that with a needle, but Do they do it in the feet or in the wing?
Blood test, I think wing.
Wing.
Yeah, and it'll probably take more than 1 day for them because I've got a lot of chickens.
Thank you, Deanna.
So hopefully by this fall, I'll have that out of the way. I got some debris piles that they will not like.
Don't get any more chickens till
What
after
is
you
it,
do
Jim?
that. It'll cost you more.
I still have another property I
You
can
can bring
hide
some to
under.
you can bring some to my house, throw them in there. They
Yeah,
Waddles will
no
like
kidding. And part of this program, once I am certified, I cannot bring other chickens on. I can't buy chickens from anybody. I can only buy from other people who have that same MPIP. So, yeah. Most of the hatcheries are, so I can buy baby chicks. But, like, I can't go to, Butt Nuggets, for instance, and get chickens from them unless they are, they're also certified. It's a whole rigmarole that's kind of stupid, but if you want to sell outside of your own state, you got to do it.
Yeah, it'd be worth it for subscribers to be able to have access to your eggs and, like, raise your chicks and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, hatching eggs through the mail. It's not the best thing in the world, but it beats driving 12 hours to get some baby chicks.
What's the success rate usually on those? Or?
I haven't done it a lot. I've only gotten 2 batches through the mail. One of them busted on the way to me, and
I remember that one not very well.
Yeah, that was like 2 out of 40 that hatched on that one. The other one I did pretty good. I got about 50% hatch rate. It's just hit and miss on shipping hatching eggs. Baby chicks is a lot more successful. So that'll be fun once I can start selling baby chicks through the mail.
He's driving hundreds of miles to pick up chicks, man.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Yeah, some people will. If I get my breeds.
Them days are over.
Yeah.
He's not picking up.
Don't talk about gas prices right now, huh?
He still ain't picking up on what I was saying.
Sorry, somebody said that me and Lindsay should race, and I looked over to see her reaction.
Race trucks?
Yeah, she's gonna be pretty fast, but not my kind of fast.
I watched that before I left. I didn't have time to comment or nothing, but that thing runs good.
I got one race video. Actually, I have one race video on YouTube, and then I have one race video on Instagram. Anyway, I don't race much, honestly, because first off, it takes a lot of money to do that, and I don't have money. I work really hard on my stuff, and I don't want to tear it up just to have to do it again. For some people, that's what they're about, but
yeah, they rebuild it after every race.
Yeah, every weekend they'll rebuild it, and I'm not hating.
That's a fun thing for them.
It's just not my thing, yeah. So I try to get stuff right, and then just ride it out until it falls apart, basically. So.
Mama V.
So did I answer correctly?
Yeah. You definitely couldn't beat me.
195 people.
Possum runs in here. Yeah. She's got a rope. That was a big thing for her.
Things we take for granted.
Yeah. Speaking of trucks, what's going on? Is that quiet?
Which one?
Did you get that other one over there?
Yeah, it's on back order. We're waiting on tires. Tires are apparently getting harder to get, so.
Yeah,
Getting all the
big
brakes.
good ones, normal sizes you can get.
Well, he didn't tell me that, so we kind of got in a little argument, and come to find out, the tires are on back order. And I need all the brakes done, so yeah, it makes sense. He doesn't want to do that.
It's still at the original shop then?
Yeah.
Everything's smooth over.
And I'll have it in 2 weeks.
Here's Mike's
On the
new truck.
tires.
I haven't
Well
even
played.
seen it yet.
How do you got it? Before. I'm getting new big all-terrain tires on it. What is he showing? That's my old truck.
Oh. Yeah, that's
The
interesting.
truck I'm driving now.
No, it's not.
Is that when you were at the shop with me?
Yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Mikey, he's taking pictures of my
I'm
old
gonna
truck.
go to the new one.
Hey, I've had that thing 8 years. That's a good truck. Oh, yeah.
It's a Hummer.
You know what?
His new truck's a Hummer.
They got that for $6 grand.
That Hummer?
Yeah. And it is nice. I don't remember what he told me, but it was cheap.
What, like 6 miles per
Well, he's
gallon?
like a master mechanic, but he
buying them
came
cheap
in,
is-
yeah. They said, well, you just want to buy it or something like that.
Who is that? General Motors that does Hummer? Who does Hummer?
Yeah, I think so,
I
General
don't
Motors.
know.
Yeah.
I think they changed it after a while, like GMC just took
I rode
over.
in them in the Army. I don't want to ride in one on civilian life because the
Yeah.
ones in the Army aren't comfortable.
I used to work in pizza back in the day, and we had a Domino's Hummer, and I got to drive it during snowstorms. And it literally, like, you know, if you got 3 inches of snow in Texas, it is a mess. You know. What I
Oh
mean?
yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I would just drive over curbs. It didn't matter. We
That's
just
here.
run over
You
shit.
get snow here, you ain't getting out in a 2-wheel drive truck. So I ain't gonna worry about that no more.
Man, growing up in Illinois, I had a little Dodge Colt with front wheel drive. I go everywhere in the winter on the ice.
They don't
Those things
do
were
it.
great.
They don't do anything here to the roads.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the bearded carpenter.
Bearded Carpenter's
Oh,
here. Hey, dude.
Oh,
They were putting kitchen joists up. His last video. That is just amazing.
It's such a beautiful home.
Yeah, that is just amazing to work on that.
Yeah, great work, dude. Great work. And great
I
work
see
to your lady for editing your videos. I know she puts in,
Yeah.
she does all the heavy lifting back at home.
I got
If
his
you
video
wanna-
ready to watch. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
but
well,
I've
if
been
you
busy.
want to see how houses used to be built, you know, back in the good old days, the Bearded Carpenter, go have a look at that. What do we got? A super or something?
A super sticker.
Super
$5
sticker,
American.
thank you.
Someone from Canada.
From Canada.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, it's Canada.
I don't have my channel.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'll tell you
The
what.
Bearded
know.
Carpenter, yeah.
I like being in Canada right now. Oh my God, it's miserable here. Hot.
Yeah.
It is in a lot
It
of
gets
places.
hot up there too. It's just the coast, sir.
Not for long though.
Dude, if I were you, I'd head for the coast. and follow the cool temperatures up. But that would California. That it ain't worth it.
JB Conway.
Oklahoma in the house.
So somebody asked, how much is it going to cost for your birds? Do you want to get into that, or like for the certification? Or
I don't even know what they're gonna charge yet.
it
For
probably
blood
matters
tests.
by how many birds too.
Yeah.
I mean, they.
And how many times they're gonna come and do it. If it's one trip, you know, that's gonna be a different price than if they have to make 3.
Yeah.
So it won't be. It'll probably be less than $1,000, maybe 600-700.
Are they going to use the same needle for all the birds?
I think that would defeat the whole purpose.
I doubt it. But the thing is, every inspector and every state and every county and every region, they all have their own stuff going on. You could go through the process in Oklahoma and it'll be completely different around here. And I've had, anyway. It's just one of those things. Bureaucracies. But it'll be good once I got it.
Oh, put this phone down for a minute.
If anybody's looking for baby chicks in about a month, hit me up. I'm anxious to start hatching.
Chickens are laying more now and everything getting comfortable.
Yeah, no.
Not really.
A few flocks are.
Took them a couple weeks.
Yeah, it does. The number 2 legacy flock are every day. They're getting an egg every day. They are
Resilient.
resilient, hardy birds, and that's what I have in the incubator right now is more of them. So I am really looking forward to that. Creating my own breed out of number 2's genetics.
Yeah.
These kids will be both her grandkids and her grandkids.
Wow.
However that works. I do have eggs in there. I'm not gonna grab
Red
them.
diamond teeth.
Yeah, go grab my eggs. They're to the right of the sink. There's a tray on top.
Move the white thing back there.
I'm gonna eat one of them donuts you had, Jeff. I'm hungry.
Donuts.
Very cool.
Man, how old are these things?
No comment.
Oh, that's wood.
So these are some of them I set aside. These are number 2's offspring. Well, those are leghorns, but they're in with her grandson. So I'm gonna hatch some leghorns, and then we got others that are ready. And those are more number 2 legacy. These are my black copper Morans, And the one laying in the darkest has finally started laying again. Then I got more Morons, and these are white and true blue, so I'm getting anxious to start hatching them. You can't really tell it's blue unless it's sitting next to a white, and these are like cameras, so whatever.
No problem.
Groovy eggs.
Groovy eggs,
You
dude.
should put dye on tie-dye. Then they'd be groovy.
Oh, but then you can't hatch them if you dye them.
I don't know where they would live.
I'll have a tie-dye egg in my logo, which was done for me by Different.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love seeing their progress.
Yeah, those
Down
guys
in
are great.
Florida, they redid they'll have their whole house finished before I get around to fixing my shower.
Yeah. People say, like, all the time, people comment, they're like, man, you and Lindsay are a great team. And I'm like, y'all haven't seen Different.
Yeah.
Those guys are, like, next level.
Doug and Ashley, and I got to spend, basically a week with them, watching them, and they are a team to be reckoned with. But yeah, it's wonderful. They made me, well, you'll see them someday. Little kaleidoscope type, multicolored eggs using the colors of my chicken eggs.
That's really cool.
And so that's really cool. So I'll be incorporating that into my logo because they're awesome. Different. DIY, FFERE. That's why most of you guys are here following Grumpy.
Yeah.
Grumpy's around. I think he's in the Lazy Susan. I heard a thumping earlier in the corner in the kitchen. I'm like, what in the world? Oh, Grumpy's scratching himself. So I got to close off underneath the cabinets in the kitchen so the cats don't get back there.
Somebody asked earlier if I have an announcement on my name change. And I do, I have decided the name. I just haven't secured that whole thing yet. So I could just go and make the new email address and all that, but I don't really know how to change my name. Like, I don't really know how it works. So I need to look into it. This week or so I'm doing it. I've been filming a video about getting the Volkswagen ready to travel. So probably in that video I'll announce it. So, but definitely coming soon. I will be announcing it.
Cool. I'm gonna change my name too. How about you? You changing your name?
No,
No.
doesn't bother me.
All right.
A lot of people recommended just like keep my name, but I don't make any videos about my cabin at all, which was my original intention. And then, so yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And I'd like for it to be something a little more personal. Anyway, so.
And it's everybody's situation is different. Changing your name, it can be bad, but it can be great also. I was talking about Different earlier, and they've gone through several iterations. Mini steading and out in the country, and now they're
That's
different.
who it was,
and
man.
they had another one too. And every time it helped them grow. Your life changes.
Yeah.
Things happen, and you're going in different directions. So. Changing your name to go in that different direction, I think it can be a good thing if you're,
My life don't
going with
change.
the flow.
But, no, if I could do anything to the name of my channel, I'd probably drop the Homestead. There's just too many of them, but here's what it is. It's a lot. And I researched changing it. It's just too much. I don't want to go through all that. I don't think it's that difficult, but there are a lot of steps you got to go through. It's,
Yeah.
and you got to be careful.
I mean, my Instagram's.
It's not that.
definitely
I went from Peoria, dude, to Bobblehead
Oh,
Homestead.
yeah, true.
And that was when I was way back when I was more of an idiot. So it can be done.
I watched some of your first videos. They're pretty crackly. But you go back and watch my first one, it's like anybody starting out.
Oh, my videos.
You got the worst equipment usually starting out,
Yeah.
and then you grab,
You watch other
You
people
learn how to
get
edit.
ideas from them.
Yeah, you learn how to edit.
I remember Jeff's camera that he was using would like, if there was a hint of sunlight that hit it, it would just like glare half the side.
Yeah.
Dude, my
it was this
video-
little Kodak, it wasn't even a video camera. It was just a
Point and
cheap
shoot camera. Yeah.
point and shoot camera. I still got it somewhere. And it just happened to do video clips. So that's what I started off on.
We watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he drove straight to his house. He like drove. I remember like, the day you got your property or
Here's directions right to my front door in my very first video.
Well, I'm not much smarter. Everybody knows what my house looks like.
I'm so excited! Yeah, I'm getting to my new place. I wanna capture the last few minutes before I get to my new place, and so I gave everybody directions on my video. Right?
There's a lot of channels that ain't no, if you really want to find Red Poppy Ranch, that's not going to be hard.
Yeah.
I'm sure he gets people pulling in there. You don't mention it because then that would make it worse.
Nah, I just need a long driveway with a big old fence
and a
security
shop.
cameras.
And a shop.
Yeah.
That's what I need is a damn shop.
Yeah, no kidding. I've got a house. I've already got a house I can put it anywhere. So I don't know.
That's
if I go anywhere, it's the first thing's gonna be a barn for me. Shop.
Yeah.
Garage.
Cat hair.
Outbuilding.
Why am I got cat hair on me?
So what videos you're working on? VW bus?
Yeah, I just posted a video today. We're about done with Lindsay's truck. I don't have much time, but yeah, the VW bus video, it might still be a week or so, I don't really know. I got a huge featuring video next week, which most of y'all will see. I can't really say anything about that, but
Today's video, a lot of wiring lying around, and dude, that
Yeah.
looks
It's a mess.
daunting.
It's a mess, man, and I don't understand it. Like
Even on a 60s, there's that much
Yeah.
wiring, because you got what needs wire? Lights?
Well, you have, first off, you have a bunch of lights in your dash that light up at night when it's dark. You know what I mean? So there's already like 5 of those, And then you gotta have your headlights on to just your park lights. Then your headlights on all the way, which then sends power up there, Then you got any electric gauges. So if you have an oil pressure light, then that's a gate. You know what I mean? That's a light, and it's just so much heater stuff. There's windshield wiper stuff, your dome light, then all the engine stuff, anything that powers the engine, starter and stuff like that, coils and stuff. And then you got brake lights, tail lights back there. You got turn signals up there. I mean, it's just
Wires.
yeah. I honestly filmed some of the wiring stuff, but I don't know it, so I don't want to show somebody, and then someone sees the video and they're like, "Oh, do it that way," and that was wrong, and I just don't understand it. I've been going. Russell helped me a lot, and then he's like, just focus on one thing at a time. So I just been picking one wire and say, let's make that work, and then go and do that, And
Do they have remote control LED lights? Somebody should do that for old cars.
right?
The headlights, and you just got a little remote on the button. The tail lights, you hit another. Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's true.
That's what I need for my truck. I don't have tail lights or dash lights or.
There you go. Get you some red, those red hockey puck light things with remote control.
I actually took solar lights, about 3 of them, and stuck them in with some little holes in the back of the tailgate. I had to go somewhere, and I stuck them in there for light.
There's only 2 options I could be. There's a brake light switch that's right underneath the pedal.
Oh, I know what it is. Libby got in there and chewed the
Grandma.
trailer lights.
Libby!
Shorted it out. Oh, she's trouble.
She's trouble.
Here's how I had to get her out from under my truck to come here today. She knows too. I said, come on, let's go for a walk. Well, that didn't work. But I know what scares her, and I hate doing it, so I had to go shoot a few rounds into the ground. There she went into her doghouse. I just shut the gate of her kennel. That dog's trouble.
Yeah, she's a good girl, though.
Yeah, somebody said that they're needing chicks. Missy Hopkins.
Cool. If you're in Arkansas,
Yeah, he's in Arkansas.
I'm not ready to go outside Arkansas.
Soon, once he gets certified, then he can go anywhere in the country. But they might be in Arkansas.
Yeah. I don't even know what it's the 25th.
Yeah.
So hopefully by the end of August I'll be certified.
Full blown country. Dog man homestead. What's for dinner tomorrow?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
I made a big old pasta dish today. Took rigatoni and then mostacelli or something. Made a homemade sauce and I mixed some cheese in and I put it in the oven. Topped it with Parmesan cheese or what's that? Mozzarella. Baked it.
I saw you
Italian.
shopping.
Yeah, she said. She says, "What are you making?" I said, "Everything that's here."
Thank you, man.
And I did. So I'll be eating on that for a few days.
Somebody asked about Lindsay's motor. So, it's her dad's truck. Her dad sold it back in the 80s. We found the guy who bought it. We bought it back, and then we got it. We're getting it back on the road. But unfortunately, actually, the guy said, you can have the truck for free, but I want the motor and transmission. But if you want the motor and transmission, then you have to give me $500 because that's what he paid her dad for it originally.
You have a title?
Title, yeah. So she wanted to keep as much of her dad's truck as possible, so we bought the motor and transmission too for $500, and then the motor had a crack in it because it froze. So.
Oh, so that's your dad's truck.
Yeah. It's not the original motor, but it was a 283 originally, and then so she wanted to keep it as a 283, so we just found another 283, which I ran the numbers on it, and it's out of a 61 Corvette. So it's a pretty tough little motor. It's like board 60 over, and it's got a little cam in it and stuff. I don't really know much about it because someone else built it, but
4-speed.
4-speed,
You
granny,
can drive a stick.
granny
Yeah.
4, yeah.
I figured you could.
Mike from MT Homestead called you a goober.
You're the goober. Oh, who's
See, that's
It's
what
a
happens
65.
when you give people 50-year-old beer and ask them to drink it.
I'd be calling them worse than that. Of course, I would have been smart enough to see the pull tab and know. I ain't doing that.
Oh, they knew, yeah, they were aware of what it was.
How could they even have thought that was good?
It was really easy because I just walked up and said, "Hey, Mike, will you have a beer with me, man?" He's like, "Sure."
He's old enough to know better.
Yeah. Well, he regrets it, but you know.
Corvette engine for Lindsay.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody steal it to go do donuts.
No,
No.
nobody's driving it. Me and Drew.
Donut? Yeah, right here.
Yes, it is. Points and plugs. Don't.
He wanted a donut. He can't
Yeah, I
cook.
actually tried to put a newer style distributor in there,
There you go.
like HEI, but the bad part was that it was hitting the firewall real bad, and I still had the back of the motor lifted up, so I could have dropped it in there. But as soon as I set the motor all the way down, then you would have never got it out. So you would have had to undo the rear motor mounts and then jack up the rear of the motor just to pull the distributor. So I said, we're just gonna go old school, leave everything like it was in '61.
So you had to pull that intake off because of you just used.
Yeah, and it's leaking again.
That's
So
what we used on mine, and that was 7 years ago. It's still perfect.
yeah. No, I usually do it. I always do it, but it did. Usually I just put a fat glob on it and make it seal,
Yeah.
but I was trying to keep it all pretty because it's all painted pretty. So I just made it the littlest little amount, and it's leaking again. So
Look at mine. There's stuff. It's all around there, but it ain't leaked.
we're gonna have to pull it off again, and by we I mean her.
How can you tell it was a Corvette engine? Are there like serial numbers you can look up?
Yeah. So the blog, whenever it's cast, there's a number that's stamped into the back of the motor, and then but that's for every single block that's made. Like every 350 block for X amount of years has the same stamp on the back, and then so you can identify by that number 350 or smaller or whatever. And then whenever they actually make the motor, whenever they put it together, they scribe on the front of it with more numbers, and then that'll tell you like what plant it's made in. So I can tell you like it was made in Michigan this day of the week, or like this day of the year. So it only tells you so much, but yeah, you can pull enough numbers. But and then like so mostly every single part has a stamp on it. So even if you can't find for this one, you just go to the next part and then you can track that back. You know what I mean? So the biggest deal is that it was a factory 4-barrel 283. So there's a 2-barrel carburetor, 4-barrel carburetor, and there was very few vehicles that had the 4-barrel carburetor on it with a 283. So only like maybe like a really high trim package Chevelle or Corvette or something like that, or like maybe a really heavy duty work truck. It could be, So I think that when I identified the heads are off a 61 Corvette. I don't know that we ever finally got a number off the block, but I would imagine that they're true to it.
That's fascinating. Do they still do that stuff on today's cars?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, because you just got to be able to track all that stuff. You know what I mean? And
Well, now they have VIN numbers, so that's going to tell you
So they'll stamp the number of your VIN. They'll stamp like on your frame. Your frame has the last 5 of your VIN number stamped into your frame. So if I stole your frame and just put another body on it and then got pulled over, they could actually run the VIN on the frame and say, "Oh, this is Jeff's truck."
And Corvettes were one of the most stolen vehicles of all time.
Oh, I can imagine.
And I've heard it's hard to find a 70s or even a regular Corvette that isn't, that is all original.
Yeah.
Because they've been stripped so many times.
Yeah, and a lot of people wanted them just to say that they had a Corvette motor,
Now we got street cars that'll outrun one of them older Corvettes.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't look as good doing it or sound as good doing it.
And they're not as uncomfortable. My buddy had a 66, I believe it was. His brother died and left him the 66, and we rode around on that. But man, they are not comfortable.
I hope I'm not boring all you guys with cars. We should probably change the subject. But a couple people were asking, so.
Golf cart repair. The tire's sitting right at my
for
feet.
the golf cart.
Yeah.
Put a tube in it.
I should say, since I have time, that Butt Nuggets helped me with the Volkswagen. Well, first off, I got the Volkswagen from Butt Nuggets Homestead, but they also, with a lot of stuff on their plate, they spent a couple weeks remodeling the whole inside of it for me. And it's perfect. Like, it's everything that I could have wanted it to be, Yeah, so thank you to Brett and Deborah for all that y'all do, but for decking out the VW because it's so
They are always going out of their way.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what your video tomorrow is?
No, it's not tomorrow. It's going to be a little while. Once I do go on the road, though, I'm going to be posting like 4 videos a week, which is going to be pretty cool, I think.
I bet he's been letting Bud sleep in there.
There was a little butt hair on my bandana.
Bud.
Thank you, Sally. $10 super. Thank you.
Bud's always muddy too. You ever notice that?
You got a lot of hair to get muddy.
I haven't seen him yet.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's big. He likes to jump on people.
Yeah, he's a
He's
jumper.
getting a new bed. I'm gonna give him my beds. The ones I bought from my dog house, dog apartment. They're huge. I got no room for nothing else, so I ordered more. And I'm gonna give them the butt nuggets. I don't know if they'll use them, but
Yeah, he's just a big old puppy. What is it?
the Great Pyrenees.
Great Pyrenees, yeah. Great Pyrenees.
He looks like he's mixed with something else, but he may.
Maybe
I've never had a dog, but a Great Pyrenees. That and 10 acres. Because with Great Pyrenees, they've been bred for centuries to do a job.
Yeah.
And they are just not happy if they're not doing their job. And so I've always heard you need enough space for them to guard. That'll work.
Debbie Dratch said there's a box to be picked up at Drew's P.O. box.
I should
I
probably
was
get
there. Okay.
She didn't give you a hard time or anything?
Who?
They let you pick up at my box?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I have a spare key for that.
I've got your spare key.
Oh,
Y'all look just alike. Why would you get a problem?
Yeah, I seen the mail lady.
No, I didn't go inside. I got the key, so I just checked
yeah.
the box. But I didn't see any notes in there for another box. That was a few days ago. I'll keep checking next time I go into town.
Yeah. The mail ladies, they used to not. I mean, I was trying to be friendly to them. They would just kind of be like, whatever.
There's all new people in there now. We had the same people for years, and then that 2-year thing we just went through came along, and I don't know if they quit or what. But we got all new people now.
Well, I walked in there with Lindsay one day, and they liked Lindsay because, oh hey, now they like me. I get away with murder up there. I always forget to pay my box and stuff, and I go in.
We're the troublemakers.
Yeah, she's already eyeing me from across the room. She's like, huh? Like,
What did you break?
Wait till I show up with 200 baby chicks ready to go
Yeah,
out.
no.
Well, that's nothing new to them. We'd ship a bunch when I worked at the ranch. They're used to that. Now, if you were in a city, yeah, they may not be used to that.
That'd be fine.
What I like,
go to Dallas.
what I like is when they get a big old thing of crickets in. You can hear them things, and the post office ships a lot of live packages.
Virginia, no, the chicken coops are not fixed and the fences are not fixed.
Thanks,
Watch
man.
tomorrow's video. Watch my last 2 videos. Watch my videos.
Yeah, watch Jeff's videos.
Well, if none of y'all are subscribed to Drew because he's getting ready to hit the road.
Yeah.
If you're not subscribed to his channel, he could use the views.
Yeah.
So,
And it's probably gonna be cool. It's gonna be a fun trip, so
yeah.
you gotta come along.
And once you click on him, come to me. I got some cool videos coming up.
Yep.
Hey, Priscilla.
You've
It's
been working
hot,
on a pretty
man.
cool project.
I should be way done with that project, but it's been so hot, and I had heat stroke 3 years ago. And once you've had that, you can't take the heat anymore. So I can only go out for a few hours in the morning. The dog apartment's air conditioned. I was putting insulation up. So that wasn't bad, but I still go through 3 or 4 shirts a day when I'm out there. But I've got to get the
easily.
roof. Well, we're going to get some cool temperatures. I think, Monday and Tuesday? It's going to be 84, 85.
Wow.
But I got to spend that mowing grass and weed
Yeah.
eating because that's way overrun.
Whenever it gets this time of year, I don't even look at the weather. If I start to see some clouds come in, I'll pull it up.
This is a hotter year than usual, though. It started earlier.
Yeah.
It was
hasn't let
98
up.
today.
But the cold lasted way later too.
I don't think it's ever cold here. I love it. The only thing I like
Negative
about
10.
the only thing I like about summers now is the garden. Other than that, you can keep it. I'd rather have winter because you can always. You're not going to get heat stroke in the winter. You can always add more clothes. It doesn't get so cold where you're going to get frostbite here. So.
No. I'd always rather work outside when it's 50 than when it's 98. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
22 pounds I've lost out in that stuff. Doesn't feel like it, but
Yeah, if I keep going,
I noticed because I can
I'll
reach
you.
things that I couldn't reach before. Putting my shoes on is easier, and I weighed myself, so I know. But yeah, sweating it off. But doesn't help going in and eating a pizza.
So Roberta said that she can't wait to see me and Lindsay travel. And bad news is that Lindsay's not coming with me, so.
I told him that we had plans in the works.
Mhm.
That's what she was talking about.
Paul was like, what? But yeah, I'm going solo. This is a solo trip. I'm going to Almost Homestead, which is in Washington State. Good friend of mine.
Snohomish.
I never met him in person, but I've been talking to him for years and years. And Jeff is friends with him and stuff, so.
They're in here, I think.
I am, he's got his grandson, so he might.
I thought I saw $49 super chat or
Housewarming gift.
Fly lady.
The fly lady, thank you so much.
Housewarming.
I don't need my house swarm right now, but
We're here, isn't that enough?
House cooling gift.
You're gonna buy
No
chicken stuff
kidding.
with it. I guarantee you.
I don't need any. Well, and I've got my shower as far as inside is coming up. I've got, yeah. I worked too hard today. My brain isn't functioning. But thank
Fair
you,
enough.
the fly lady. That'll definitely get me going in here.
Why's it getting hotter? Did your air conditioner quit?
The air conditioner never quits. That's the problem with it.
Yeah, that is the problem with it. The fan just stays on all the time. Does nobody know how to? I've tried like 5 times, dude.
I have. Everybody's tried it. It's there's a circuit board and it's got to be replaced.
Oh.
So it's not getting the signal, or it's not. But yeah.
Well, that don't matter right now. It's going to be on all the time anyway.
Yeah, but I'd still like to turn the fan off when it hits temperature, because that'll burn the fan out if you leave it running all the time. So what I got to do is I turn it off about an hour a day at least to give it a rest. Then I've been spraying some WD lubricant on the fan to make sure it's not. Yeah, it's still going good.
And the kids with you.
That's
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, Priscilla. I already said hi to Priscilla. Hi again to Priscilla.
No AC. That would not be fun.
I would not be here if I didn't have AC. That's all there is to it.
Well, I've got backup air conditioner if mine goes out, and it never fails this time of year when it gets hot. That thing just quits, and then somehow it goes to a timer, and then I'll unplug it for an hour, and then it's good. But I've got that backup one 15,000 BTU.
Dude, I've got a whole backup house with air
It's
conditioning.
brand
right now.
new, brand new. It's been sitting on my floor for 3 years, but I need to get that in.
I've still got the air conditioners. They're not running, but they're still in place up in my shed house. So I will probably be spending the night up there a few more times. Yeah, so I still got my bed up there. I'm not done moving yet. I need my refrigerator, my stove, my chest freezer, my bed, and then other odds and ends. But I'm in no hurry to get it. I am in a hurry to get my chickens going. But after that, I can go back for the other stuff.
109. This thing got. We're still at 195 people.
No, I got
I was
464.
gonna say mine has not changed. I'm at 195 people ever since I've been on here. That didn't sound right.
What time is it? Have we hit an hour yet?
Someone said we're like an hour in. So we start at 9, so 45 minutes in.
All right, we're good. Anakin, Flower Dew Farms.
I lost chat. When in doubt, get rid of it and open it again.
Who needs a bed anyway? I've got one of those inflatable ones. They're like $60 at Walmart, but man, those things are good. They're like 18 inches or something. Yeah, it's all. I almost like that one better than my regular mattress. Although I'm afraid one of these days, Bob or Grumpy is gonna get a little too excited and.
It's gonna happen at like 2:30 in the morning. You're just gonna go.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
I've got a bed. I haven't slept in that thing in about 6 months. I sleep better in the recliner. The bed, I would wake up 3 or 4 times a night, and the recliner, I do not.
Yeah, cats are doing good, Virginia. Yeah, they are. I started opening the window panes so they can sit in the window and see out, and they are not trying to get outside at all. They are having fun.
Yeah, they'll be scared a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start keeping them out of my room at night because they like playing at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I know. And Bob is just a little. Fifi plays hide and seek with me. She'll find a spot. She was sleeping in the corner when I had that box there. And then every day I find her sleeping in another spot. And Grumpy.
How about this? How about this?
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh, he found me. I gotta find another spot. The other day she was sleeping on my bed. And that never happened. She's not a.
Good
sleeping on the
Lord, the
bed.
name of George Jefferson. You're always working on something. He's doing it in the live stream.
Yeah. But Grumpy likes getting underneath the kitchen cabinets and going back there. Bob is always trying to get on my lap. But they're doing good. No problems so far with the cats, no fights. And I'm just, yeah, so luckily I was feeling really bad about keeping them housed up, but they're doing okay. I'll get more video of them, I promise.
Are the dogs still under the porch?
Nope. Haven't seen them for a few days.
Reject.
I think Mama Dog got the hint and took them across the street where they belong. She's still over there barking at me every time I go outside.
Annoying. They still coming out and feeding and all that? I figure.
I don't know if they're talking to me. I guess I'm the only mic here.
No, probably my empty
Oh,
hole.
okay. Well, my security door dropped. Door won't lock. I have to enlarge the strike plate. What tool to enlarge a metal strike plate? Well, if you're talking to me, a lot of times if the seasons change, the door swells. So sometimes it's good not to do anything, but
See you, Paul.
you
Thanks for
seem
coming
like
in,
you're a
man.
grinder.
Paul, honey, you.
No, Bearded Carpenter's.
Oh,
leaving.
Bearded Carpenter, yeah,
See
thanks.
you later, Paul. I'll watch your video later. I ain't watched a lot of videos lately. I've been so busy.
Yeah,
I got
I've
like
been
3
falling
vice
behind
grip
on that.
garages to catch up on, and I'm way behind. I'll get to them.
He had, I only saw the thumbnail. Another square body in a recent video.
Yeah, I watched about 10 minutes of it.
He gave it to someone to drive on Power Tour like 2,000 miles or something
No,
like
he
that.
bought a new one. This
Oh.
is a brand new video.
I want a new truck. There's a new truck sitting at. So there's this pawn shop that gets cars and then they just like sell them out, but they, you know, do it on loans. You know, they actually get a lot of people driving around town that need cars and stuff. Anyway, they've got a 70 C10. I'm pretty sure it's a 1-ton truck, and he wants like $5,000 for it, which I think is a little high, but it's fair. I mean,
Trucks are always expensive, around here. But
the tempting thing is, I could just go and get it and just pay a monthly.
Oscar will still be on YouTube. He's probably, he may change his name. I don't know if he'll get it done.
Yeah, I'm changing.
Oh, he's going to get it done before he leaves, but that's what we're saying. He needs more subscribers because he needs more money.
No, I have 4 days left. I have 4 days left to be employed, and the longest I've went since I was 15 without a job is 3 weeks, man. So it really feels strange. Obviously, it hasn't really hit me yet, but yeah, I'm about to be unemployed for the first time, which, you know, I'll have some money coming in YouTube. That's not a sympathy thing. I just was saying it's kind of strange to know in 4 days I will no longer have a fucking.
Well, a lot of people.
Excuse me.
I'm
I'm a little stressed about it. All right.
A lot of people think if you're on YouTube, you're making the money. But let me tell you, me and him is about the same subscribers and change. You're not making a fortune on YouTube. No, if you get a video that has a lot of views.
The key is to reduce your monthly expenses,
Yeah.
to get out of debt, and to not have this payment and that payment, and you can live on frugally. And yeah, that's the smart way to do it.
But it really ain't the subscribers. It's how many views you get on a video.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could have 1,000 subscribers and get 200,000 views on a video. You're going to make some money on that.
Yep, you got to make sacrifices being your own boss, but I definitely think it's worth it. Yeah, that's scary. You don't know where that next paycheck is.
There's a channel on there I used to watch, JB's Variety or something. But this guy,
JB's Variety channel.
he's got 229,000 subscribers, and he doesn't get as many views on his video because he goes for like 8-9 months at a time with nothing. And then he's changing his name, and then he's coming on there. He came on for like 6 months with nothing but shorts. Now he's getting 1,000 views on his videos.
I think he had some weird stuff happen at his house because he ended up moving houses, and he's like, I'm not telling anybody where I live this time.
He's a smart guy.
I think he's making money somewhere else because.
Yeah, he's in the real estate.
Yeah, but I watch him too. I like JD's Variety.
That's why I started my chicken business. I do not count on YouTube being the main thing.
Man,
it's great that I can count on it, but
yeah, you could have one wrong thing in your video and they delete your channel. And you know, so it isn't. It's like anything. Nothing's 100% reliable. But
what's the Cadillac Ranch in Texas?
Cadillac Ranch. They have like a bunch of Cadillacs stuck in the ground. It's like a farmer, and he just
vertical.
They're just stuck straight up in the ground. You can spray paint on them. And so, like, if you go spray paint your name and come back in 5 hours, it's already been spray painted.
What a stupid idea!
It was a cool
thousands of people.
It was a cool country bar I used to go to in Kentucky too. Yeah.
I know that soap and water would help me achieve this.
Oh, JD gets disability, so yeah.
I've got soap and water.
He can only make so much.
No,
see, that's stupid.
I'm not trying to make a mess of it. I'm just attempting a new strategy.
Well, that explains a lot. So he don't.
I've got a compressor in the Suburban too.
You blowing that up with your mouth? Wouldn't be alive if we didn't go offline once or twice.
There we go.
I want to see him put it in there with that aired up.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just hoping for the best. I can just let the sucker get real hot in the heat of the day.
Got that big old ridge on it like that.
It'd go out once you fill it all the way up.
What's your PayPal address, Drew?
My PayPal is DutchCreekCabin@gmail.
It's on your videos.
I used to put in all of my videos. I don't always do it though.
That's when they'll learn your real name.
Yeah.
And my name will be a little weird on there. Something. It won't
Can we
be
add
Drew.
add a link in here for the?
Where's Jan? Well, Jan don't have that.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it on phones. I don't know how that works. I can do it on a computer though.
That's
Oh,
Creek
good.
Cabin at Gmail.
Someone's gonna post it. Anyways, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm leaving with enough money to pay for my gas all the way to Washington and my gas all the way home from Washington. Now, about 6 months ago, when I set that number to work towards, it was going to pay for a little more than that, but now it's just going to cover that. So, which is really all I need. I'm taking a bunch of food with me, and I've got like over 100 canned goods and some like easy prep meals and stuff like that to take. So,
SpaghettiOs with meatballs, man. Get a lot of those. Make good.
Oh, bagels and cream cheese.
bagels and cream cheese is fire.
That's
I'm not gonna have a way to keep anything cold. That's the real bummer.
SpaghettiOs
I might
and
keep a
meatballs.
cooler and small ice, but
Dutch Creek Cabin at Gmail.
yeah, yep, that's it.
You don't have one of those linky short one things?
No, I reckon I can make one, but I haven't.
All right.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Gas has went down 20 cents here.
Really?
Yeah, it was $4.39 at Hart,
Yep.
and then I went to Alliance, and it didn't change.
I don't know if they worked
But-
today, did they?
But you can go to Alliance and you run your car, and they don't charge you for like a week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So if
good.
you was ever short, go to Alliance and run your car through their pump. It takes them a week. I don't ever.
Take lots of water
do
in
that.
case you break down. What if someone steals your money? Well,
You can't take a gun.
I can't take a gun, unfortunately. Yeah, but because I have to pass through too many different states to be
Yeah.
able to carry a gun through, so
Here in Arkansas, we can open carry. We can carry one in our, as long as you're legally
probably
able to purchase it. Anybody can carry a gun open, concealed, in your vehicle. I usually do in my truck, but since the heat is so bad, I don't want it in there in 120, 30 degrees, whatever gets in the truck. So I don't carry it around.
Yeah, you can walk around town with a gun, but you got to drive an hour and a half to buy beer.
Yep. 2 hours. Anywhere you go from here is 2 hours round trip. Beef jerky.
I am going to take a lot of water. I'm planning on taking 15 gallons of water with me.
Oh, you want to borrow those collapsible ones I got?
Are they
I'll
5
grab
gallon
them.
ones?
Yeah, they're
I
5
got,
gallons.
the
They're a
jerry,
little more
I
than
got the
5.
jerry
Yeah,
can too.
I got 2 of those.
I got
love
the Army
that.
jerry can if you want that too.
Yeah, I probably
Mine
do.
are plastic and collapse. so
All
they
it's ever
won't
had
take
in
up.
it was water.
It's
so
metal?
It's plastic.
Okay.
Real heavy duty. It's what the Army uses.
Lindsay bought me one of those metal jerry cans that's like 5 gallons, and I'm going to put my water and yours up on top of the
Yeah.
bus, and that way it'll just be radiating heat all day. And whenever I'm ready to take a shower, I'll already have hot water.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it for drinking
I've seen
water.
people
Yeah.
do that before. That's
Yeah.
cool. They'll do like black tubes.
Also, I have to
Fill 'em
paint
with
on
water.
it, so is that a problem? 'Cause- Okay.
I mean, it's already dark green.
Yeah, so I'm
So
gonna
it's
paint
water
it
only.
if you don't mind, but yeah, so that's gonna be
You
pretty
don't
cool.
paint it pink.
There might be a little pink, but it won't be all pink.
You can have it. I don't ever use it.
Okay. This tube is not going on. What we
Ever or right now?
need, just right now. It should be the right tube.
Who did? So I just watched a video earlier. They did the same thing.
What it really
Shop,
needs is
what's his name?
a hot
up by
day.
Joplin.
Mm.
He's been here. Chop Shop or I can't. My memory's terrible.
Sid Chop Shop.
No, Hood's Custom Shop.
Oh, Hood's Custom. Yeah.
He was trying to put tubes
He
in a
doesn't
lawnmower.
Did
He
Hoods
gave,
come?
he gave up and he
Well,
took him
I
to
see him.
took him to a tire store.
No,
and
to
they
your birthday bash.
Yeah, he was at my birthday.
Oh yeah. Hoods was here. Yeah.
did- No, he was doing.
I think
lawnmowers.
he was down for at 4136, and then they came over
And
here.
I'm glad I watched this video because I didn't know you could go to Lowe's and buy the whole tire and rim for a lawnmower,
Yeah.
sealed up with everything in
Or
it
Harbor Freight.
for $60.
Yeah.
Because man, let me tell you, sometimes that's worth it.
Yeah.
Than to
Or
fight changing them things.
Yeah, Harbor Freight too. But yeah, Hoods has a good. He was doing a lot of woodwork and stuff. He's a real good woodworker. And then he started building out a schoolie, but then he had to go back on the road driving a
I
truck.
drive
So,
a
yeah,
truck.
he's driving a truck a lot. I'm not saying it's not good still, but he was really. I really enjoyed watching his woodworking and stuff. He's real talented.
They're asking, why are you going to Washington? Well, he said that, but you all may not have been here.
Yeah, Almost Homestead. Jay and Jen, they live up there in Washington, and I like those guys. And I never really traveled the country. I say all the time that I'm proud to be American, but I never even seen America, so I don't really.
That's great. I used to live not far from where they're at. It is beautiful up there, north of Seattle. Yeah, Seattle and Space Needle, blah blah blah.
Washington has
But
gotten
up
so
north,
bad.
you got
I don't think he's going to the city.
snow-capped mountains, and it's just beautiful, beautiful country.
Yeah, Priscilla asked, "Am I still gonna be fixing cars?" So, Priscilla watched.
Yeah,
my
it
video.
is.
Yeah, mine. My original idea was I was gonna leave in like March, and I was gonna spend the whole warm period going around and just helping people get their old cars running. You know, a lot of people have cars sitting behind their house that was their dad's or whatever, and honestly, they'll never run again, and because people just can't afford it. So, I was gonna go around and just donate my time if they would pay for the parts and just try to get some old cars back going. Unfortunately, I didn't pay my house off in time and yada yada, but now it's July and I just don't really have time. So if it was going to be a 9-month endeavor, I was going to have a lot more time to do that kind of stuff. But now I'm just going to kind of hopscotch my way to Washington. But if I see a car and, run into the right person, I'd love to, still do it. But yeah, unfortunately, that kind of...
We're going to see a video in a
Next
few
time.
months. He's in a diner flipping burgers. Hey, man, aren't you Drew from Dutch Creek?
I'm gonna try really hard not to buy any cars on the way out there. Now I'm sitting in another state with no money.
You'll be
Jeff,
Totally
you
with
got
the
that? You got
Volkswagen.
that trailer yet? Can you come pick up this car?
Brett, hook up a trailer hitch to the VW if it doesn't have one.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what they do. They'll fly somebody out and
I
have
don't
them,
think those would pull anything.
Or Vice Grip Garage, he'll buy an old junker, then he'll go buy another old junker to haul the first old junker back to his place. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, he's
People getting creative and yeah.
No, trust me, if I ever make a lot of money, I would love to just travel around and buy cars and just have them shipped back to my house.
You'd have to make a lot of money.
That is a goal of mine.
Car parts are, I don't know, I'm waiting on tires for weeks for that new truck. But
Debbie asked, am I going back to work? Hopefully, I will be able to just do YouTube full time, and I'll probably always have a job, I reckon, but just maybe doing odd job stuff that I want to
Be
do.
your
or
own
something.
boss.
What I really would like to do.
I would never work for somebody else again.
Yeah. But it's nice knowing that every 2 weeks I have money that's going to be in my bank account,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
it's hard
Yeah,
to, yeah.
But I would really like to buy a mini like a mini excavator,
Mm-hmm.
and do something like that and work for myself, but still do.
And a bulldozer.
Yeah, a bulldozer. would be
Brett,
nice.
don't tell them that. See, my parents pulled a trailer with the VW bus from Michigan to California.
Yeah.
Is that why it's no?
I can't see them pulling a lot of weight though.
Coming through.
Yeah, I mean, you could pull a small trailer. I mean,
You're not pulling a vehicle with that.
if you stayed on the highway and weren't having to go up a lot of hills, but yeah, you probably.
If you're going to Washington, you're going to hit some hills.
Yeah, I know.
I knew a guy I worked with in Oklahoma. He was he always had the Volkswagen Bugs, and he would go to California every vacation, and he would take a spare motor, and he had a wooden rack, and he'd put it right on top, and he says, if I ever break down, I'll just change the motor. So it's that easy.
Yep. It takes an hour and a half. You can have a new motor in there. Yeah. There is a subscriber though that's reached out to me, and I've just been really busy. I haven't reached back out to her, but they got an old Chevelle. I believe they're in Alabama, and they got an old Chevelle. And I will do my absolute best to make it down there and work on it. I would love to. Maybe this winter. I can't. I hate to make promises I can't keep, but yeah, I enjoy doing it. A lot of people ask me if I just go to a mechanic shop when I get back and get a job, but I don't want to do that kind of stuff. I tend to make my hobbies a job, and then I end up hating it. You know, and then I end up not enjoying it. You know, and when I have as many cars as I do old stuff, it's like I'm constantly working on stuff. So it's like if I did that for a living, I would hate doing that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Jeff, your dog's going crazy out there.
It sure is. I'm hoping that there's no big issues with the VW. Dogman actually hooked me up with a. He's like, dude, here's a bunch of money. Just fix it. He's like, don't do it.
Get parts.
Yeah, my brake lines are like pinched off and stuff like that. But anyway, I did plan on it. But thank you, man. That was a big help. But
You carry 4 nails with you. 16 penny nails.
I only need 3. I
Plug
guess.
the brake lines.
If I close all 4, I'm really stuck.
You really only need the 2.
Yeah.
I drove an S10, I don't know, 6 months. I had the front brake lines plugged off with nails.
Yeah, I do it. I imagine it's not going to be any problems, but you just never know. When you're out in the middle of nowhere is when I'm going to break down. I'm not going to break down next to a parts store. You know how that goes. So, people are nice. I can pretty much talk to a wall, so I'll find somebody to like let me ship parts to their house or something like that if I do break down. And like I said, I'm going to keep a lot of stuff on me, but there's only so much I can have on me. First off, for weight reasons, but also just because I can't even get a lot of the parts at my parts store. So a lot of the stuff, if it goes out, I have to order it online. So
Timothy Baggett, a dozer and excavator around there would be good. I had to contact a guy out of Picola to clear some land in Waldron. Called Todd Honeycutt. Or Todd Hunsucker. They used to own Alliance. He now has all that. And he did my driveway. Guy's very reliable. I'll have to get his number, but if you're interested.
Were they asking about around here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think he was saying to get.
The hardest thing is finding out who's doing it.
I think what he was saying, because I said I want to get a mini eggs, I think he was saying that.
Well, he said nobody would return his calls in Waldron.
Oh, really?
Todd Hunsucker.
Wait, who was that?
Timothy Badgett, if I'm saying that right. And it is hard to find reliable.
Dude, I didn't know he was around here.
Reliable work.
Ben, Mr. 94 said, what year were you born? They'll send PayPal in the amount of your birth year.
I was born in 1990.
In the year
You're gonna get
1 billion, 200 million.
You're gonna get $1.90.
Yeah, no, I was born in 1990, so I'm 32. A lot of people think I'm a lot younger. I try to like keep my facial hair cleaned up and stuff, just kind of look young, you know. Yeah, Butt Nuggets, when they had Aunt Sheila, my Volkswagen bus, they took it from Florida all the way to Grand Canyon and back and had 0 issues.
That's back in the 60s, though. Because they're old. Like me.
Bobcat.
Oh, there's a cat, Fifi.
Come here, Pee-Pee.
She's like, oh shit, there's a lot of people in here. Swerve.
At least she came out. I saw Bob peeking around the corner, and he was afraid of me.
Yeah.
My son was born in '89. That's weird.
Yeah.
I could have changed your diaper. That's even weirder.
That's a little weird. Yeah, can I bitch for 1 second? So I used Epidemic Sound before. Most of you guys that don't make videos don't care, but copyright free music is really hard to get, and it's a mess. The music's not great, and everybody's used all the good ones 1,000 times over. Anyway, there's a company that they have licensing.
Everybody uses them too. Epidemic
That's
Sound.
what I got.
Yeah, because Peter McKinnon did like a plug on it and got him a whole bunch of people because they paid him. Yeah, Peter
I
McKinnon.
ain't paying for that.
Anyways, since I tried them before and I paid for them for like 3 months for my sound effects, like I do sound effects between my cuts sometimes and stuff, but then there wasn't a lot of sound effects, so I was like, I'm paying for this for no reason. I canceled it. Then, now that I'm doing a lot more music, I was like, well, anyway, I signed up, paid for a whole year because I'm like, I'm going to crush it this summer. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos. I need it. And so I paid for it. I used 3 songs off the website with my license. I'm paid up for the whole entire year. First video comes out, 30 minutes later, they copyright strike me.
For who? Epidemic?
Epidemic. Like,
I never had that.
Yeah, and it even, like, when I sign up, it makes you put your YouTube, like, what everything is. Like, so, 30 minutes in, I have, like, a couple hundred views, copyright strikes me, and then I've got hours until I can go home to my laptop, and because you can't
fix
change
it. Yeah.
Dude, it's like, I mean,
Well, see, Jeff brought something up about that. I have Epidemic Sound, but in my description, I have music by Epidemic Sound, which you shouldn't have to do.
yeah.
But if you stop subscribing to them, the
It
videos
says-
you
what
have,
happens? Yeah.
No.
what
It
happens.
says that any video that you post while your membership is active will be active forever.
I ain't
So they're not
giving-
going to strike you when you leave.
That's what
I
they
ain't giving
say.
YouTube a reason, man. But
Anyway,
I've never
it struck
had
my
one.
first damn video, man. I was
Yeah.
super bummed about that because, like, dude, if I'm not gonna get paid for a video, I'm putting like good music. I'm putting like real music. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna get copyrighted, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get copyrighted by Garth Brooks, not Epidemic Sound, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think
Anyway.
I feel? I started my channel in 2011. I've got a bunch of videos. None of them I can use. You can't go
Yeah.
back and see them because back then
You can just cut the audio and put new audio.
it didn't work, man. It don't work. They've forbidden me to use them. Period. And so I've got a ton of videos I made like 11 years ago that I can't use because back then you could put anything you wanted on the channel. They didn't have copyright
Me,
problems.
put whatever you want now. You're just not gonna get paid for it.
Flower
Yeah.
Dew Farms has a 1980 Sun Raider Toyota. I have never even heard of that.
I never heard of it either. But I like if I am gonna do it, I'm gonna work on old Chevys, maybe some VWs, because I don't
Once
know
you
a whole
how
lot
to do
about
it.
it, but I'm not a mechanic. I only just have done stuff. So the stuff that I've done, I know how to do. You know what I mean? I can't just walk up to a 2019 Suburban and yeah. Anyway,
I'm lost on that.
yeah,
new
it's
stuff.
just the stuff that I know how to do is all real simple stuff on old vehicles, and I've honestly learned a lot working at a parts store for 4 years, about the newer stuff, but it just doesn't interest me at all,
Debbie, don't we talk about butt cracks? I edit those
Cindy
out.
Brown's in the house. Hey, Cindy Brown. Sun Raiders are nice. Small
You know,
campers.
You
Oh!
post one butt crack video, you never
Those
live it
Toyota, those little Toyota
It's like a
camper
little truck,
things.
but they made some of them were called Dolphins too, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember. See, I went camping in the 70s and 80s all the time with my family. So I
Yeah.
remember all those older RV type things.
You got a
They were
Chevy
cool.
Love.
Chevy Loves are awesome. I follow there's a YouTuber here in Arkansas actually, and he has a Chevy Love. It's a 72, and it's really, really cool Chevy Love. It's really nice. He does a lot of work to it.
He's not rolling a joint.
No, it's a cigarette. I think it's called Love Truck Garage, if you guys are interested.
Interesting.
You getting ice, Jeff?
No.
It's so primitive here. See, they don't have nothing.
I've got a toilet
Yeah,
now.
you got a flushing toilet,
I
dude.
got a flush toilet,
If I hadn't have brought that uncomfortable chair, Drew wouldn't have nowhere to sit.
That is true. No, my refrigerator and freezers are still at the old place. That's gonna require another trip someday. But I've got two small
I got
refrigerators here.
In my teeth.
Well, there you go. What are you
Pour
asking me
some
for?
out.
I've had people, like, I don't know where this came from. I saw someone's comment that made me think of it.
Ah,
I saw somebody, or I had some subscriber, this lady, she got really mad because I bought another car, and then she got so mad, she's like, I'm never watching another one of your videos. There's no reason that somebody needs this many cars, or something like that, and then, I don't know.
Uh-oh, now they're asking what year I was born in.
Oh, shit.
47.
Any guesses? 47. I'll tell you this, my grandfather on my father's side was born in 1899.
And I'm older than him. We'll go there by what, 5 years?
I was born in 70, 1970.
66.
Dude, I still have a hole in my rib cage where that freaking wasp got me on that.
And Drew's
I put a
nephew.
bag out there, they're gone now.
Drew's nephew he was saying earlier he's in here with a bunch of old people. You'll be there one day.
Yeah.
You want to sit here? Being alive? Come on now.
She can sit there.
How you gonna ever do a YouTube channel? All right, Lindsay.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Who wants Lindsay to come in? Take Drew's place.
I should turn the Wi-Fi on and comment and be like, me.
She's shy.
Paul's older than all three of us. Yeah.
Why
You're also a lot further away.
Why did my phone take a selfie of me when I said she's shy? What the hell? And then I lost YouTube. Bring back the landline phones. Oh, there we are.
Rory Gallagher or Roy Buchanan? Oh, Timothy had a Volkswagen Westfalia. That was a great van for traveling. Man, I used to love those. Well, even the more modern ones, like 80s and 90s. Those were pretty cool.
I have a tattoo of one.
Oh, now,
Yeah.
now all the people that are older than us are coming on here.
It's getting late on a Saturday night.
Everybody's got to be older sometime. I'm actually 27.
Oh, I tell you, this week I feel like I'm 90. Man, I feel like I'm the temperature. It's going to be a long, hot summer, isn't it?
Well, I looked ahead. We got 2 cool days. You can look ahead like 30 days. Well, you can take that with a grain of salt, but it's going to be hot. I know it is because it usually comes in 10-year cycles. You get a real brutal. I think we're in for 105, 110 degree days in July. We had that in 2012. We had one day, and I was living in Oklahoma, 114, 110. I mean, it was brutal on vehicles, and I was running a courier route, and it was hard. So I think we're gonna have a hot summer. And I'm glad I built that for my dogs because
I won't even need an incubator. I'll just leave my eggs lying around and they'll hatch on their
I
own.
don't think they're gonna be laying too much.
Yeah, that's the
It's
thing.
that
You
hot.
got to keep them in cool water
Yeah, they're not gonna lay much.
and shade. They've all got pretty good shade. There's a couple flocks that I need to work on some shade for them, but that's one thing. I'm a little bit higher elevation here than the old place, and even though I'm further south, it's a little bit cooler here than my older place because I'm higher up and I got a lot more shade around here. So yeah, I'll make it. It'll be a hot one, but we'll make it. And the breeds that I have, white and true blues, are warm temperature hardy. The Morans not so much, but
It depends on the breed. The breed I was working with,
those will be good.
no more eggs.
They're
You-
jungle fowl.
Yeah, you didn't get no eggs in the summer at all. It quit probably June, and then that was it until probably December.
Interesting.
But I don't even have to go collect the eggs. Mine are laying. Same breed, but I got a big black snake that's taking care of them. He goes in there, rat snake.
I'd rather have those
I
than the
don't know
vicious
if
ones.
I don't think I told anybody, but I went to water. I've got a big 2-gallon watering can, and I usually only put enough in there to fill up their waters. So I picked it up and I said, man, it's still got water. So I started pouring it in the chicken bowls. There's only like a little bit come out. I'm like, why is it so heavy? And I look in there and that rat snake got in the water bucket. So I threw it out there. I figured he was dead because I washed, he didn't come out. And about an hour later I went back, it's empty. He came out of there. So he's getting in there eating the eggs. They never harm the chickens. They're actually good to have. Just let them do their thing, you know. Jeff, see, he's dealt with them. They don't hurt the chickens.
No.
They're-
I mean, it'll
Take
on a
your egg.
rare occasion, a dumb one might try to swallow a whole chicken,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And
it's
if
not
anything, the
anything to
chickens
worry
will mess
about.
with the snake because I've seen them
Oh, yeah.
chasing snakes. When I worked at the ranch, and they get about 10 feet long, and this was 10 feet, if not more. And I had all these young chickens, they're babies, 4 months old. They're just chasing this thing, pecking at it, and it just kept going. And snakes are not going to hurt a chicken unless it's down in Florida somewhere.
Well,
You got-
venomous, they can
Yeah.
bite them, and they'll bite dogs
They will
and cats.
defend themselves.
I had video of Bob messing with a snake just a couple weeks ago. That was a beautiful snake. Somebody told me what kind it was, but
But
Yeah.
well, there's only 6 benefits. 6
Hard to
benefits.
say.
There's 3 rattlesnake breeds. Then we got the king snake, I think it is, and water moccasin. Well, cottonmouth,
Copperhead.
same thing. And then we got the copperheads. All my dogs been bit by copperheads. It swells up they always get bit in their throat because they're barking at it, but it's not fatal to them. So even
It's not fatal to us either.
it's not
For the record.
No, it's gonna hurt like hell, but you're not gonna die. A rattlesnake, different story.
Yeah, rattlesnake can hurt you pretty bad.
Ignore them. Let them do their thing. Don't try to kill them because you could screw up. And I've killed a lot at the ranch, but I had to. I mean, that was my orders. Get rid of them.
Right. Somebody said, what was that I pulled off my head? It was the sticker. Sydney Brown was giving me a hard time about my sticker, and I wouldn't have pulled it off except that my hat got really dirty yesterday, so I just got to get washed anyway, and the sticker's going to come off. So
Probably stinks
You win.
too.
yeah, kind of. Not too bad.
Nobody wears a hat in Arkansas that doesn't stink. You can smell yours.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I don't even have to.
Dude, I ain't got a shower.
Always a wise one in the bunch.
I do have a washing machine now. So they have those frame things, those plastic things you put on the hat, so it doesn't go all out of shape. I gotta get one of those. So you can throw it in the washing machine.
Yeah. I think they go in the dishwasher.
Oh, in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
I got one of them too.
Yeah, dishwasher.
I don't think I want to wash my hat in the dishwasher though.
No.
Yeah, just run an extra load afterwards.
Yeah.
So I mean, the whole point of washing the dishes is for them to get washed. If you don't, you know what I mean? You have to trust.
He
the
don't have
washer.
ice, but he's got a damn dishwasher.
No,
His priorities are way messed up.
the guy that actually lived here before Jeff bought the place, my old neighbor, he actually got bit by a copperhead, and he got bit by a copperhead. I think it bit him twice, like on the toe.
Oh, you knew the guy that lived here.
Yeah, and Care Flight actually came out and landed in the field across the street, and they were trying to take. It took them 45 minutes to get here. Of course, he was panicked and stuff, but then he was more scared of the helicopter, so he's like, I'm not getting on that. He said, if I die, or am I going to die if I don't go to the hospital? They're like, no, you're just going to be really miserable. And he's like, good, then I'm not getting on that damn helicopter.
What happened to the guy?
He ended up having a heart attack like years later, but
Oh, he's gone?
yeah, he passed
No,
away.
he's still here.
Yeah.
He's still in here.
Hey, dude.
Hello.
Will you
Welcome-
fix that
welcome to live
fan
stream.
for
Still
me
here.
while you're
Yeah.
haunting around?
If you're fixing the place up, he's probably happy he ain't bothering you. But the minute you start messing with something,
No.
I know.
Yeah, but yeah, he said by week 2 he was crawling from one end of the cabin to the other because he couldn't walk on his right leg.
The old man.
Yeah, he said it was black, like all the way up to the middle of his thigh. But he said about 2 weeks after that, he was just fine walking around like normal.
Yeah, Papa
Yeah.
Pepper got bit by a water moccasin and
Yeah.
swelled up his entire arm, his
yeah,
shoulder.
I remember that. That was wild.
Yeah,
A lot of
he's in
people-
good shape, and
A lot of people freak out, but how many snake bites a year actually happens? I mean, a lot more people die for a lot of other reasons.
oh yeah.
You know, you got to be messing with a
Every
snake
time you get in the
or
car,
accidentally step on one.
yeah,
You know? But
yeah, I'm not going through life worried about
No.
bears and snakes and whatever else. You
Now,
gotta
if
live
it was
life.
grizzly territory, I'd be a little worried. But these black bears around here,
no, there's
I'm not saying that they can't hurt you because they could hurt you, but they're not gonna hurt you.
No,
A grizzly will hurt you.
I've seen a lot of them, and they just. Last year, one come walking across my yard and didn't have any cubs. That when they have cubs, if you threaten them, you're a
Yeah.
moron.
Yeah. But it still isn't gonna kill you, probably.
And they're not big. I mean, they look like a big dog.
A grizzly bear can kill a black bear with one swat of the paw. So that just gives you an idea of the difference in range of those two animals. A black bear is not going to win against a grizzly.
And a polar could probably kill a grizzly with one swipe of the paw.
Yeah.
They're cool. I saw a black bear twice now, going back and forth recently. And last time, if I'd have been on a highway going 55, it was so close I would have hit it. It was like 15 feet in front of my Suburban going over that mountain. That was cool. And I grabbed my camera or my phone and I did the little thumb thing, and I didn't get a video of it.
Georgia
But
Maloney.
it's fun seeing them. I'm not a
She says, I'm getting a dishwasher after 18 years in my home. I'm finally, I'm making fun of them, but let me tell you what happened. I washed dishes yesterday, and I put all my silverware, knives in the dishwater, and then coffee cups. The minute I reached in, I sliced my finger open right here with a knife. And the very next time I reached in, I sliced it again. I've got a lot of scars on my hands from broken glasses, cheap glasses. I'm washing them, they break. I had a really bad one right in here. So yeah, I could see that part.
Mama V, the mountain lions aren't gonna hurt you either.
No, yeah, don't worry about none of that.
Here's the thing. Every single animal, every single living being has a fight or flight. That might be a lie. Most living animals have a fight or flight, and
I
nine
met
times out
some
of 10,
mean
they hurt you.
roosters that, yeah.
Yeah, there's most of the time, if anything sees you, they're gonna turn and haul ass as quick as possible.
Not
you
a
know?
tick. That's the one thing I don't like.
Tick.
I had one in my belly button a few weeks ago, and I still feel it in there.
Yeah,
Ugh, now I feel it in there, Mike.
You got the willies now, the heebie-jeebies.
Too much
it's
information.
just weird watching you finger your belly button on camera. That's all.
Need some more of that lint, Mike.
Yeah.
Leave the lint in there.
I'm gonna-
It'll
when
protect
next-
against.
Next time I go get a neck guard for the dogs, I'm gonna get one for me.
Somebody said if you get bit, get your jumper cables out. What does that mean?
You can put your jumper cables on you.
Just end it. Raccoon. Have you seen raccoons at the new place?
Oh,
Oh,
I've got one of my traps out there with eggs in it. Nothing yet.
I have been giving a lot of thought to raising them little guys. What do
You
think
better
of that?
not, dude.
You know, I mean, they're cute. If you give them away when they're babies, you can train them.
Don't make me move again so quick, Mike.
When I lived in Fort Worth, I
Don't feed the
I
raccoons.
just moved into this trailer, and here comes this huge.
All right, you do that. Paybacks are.
And I'm
are no
sitting
fun.
on the porch, and here
I'm gonna
comes
find
this.
every stray dog in the county.
Here
and
comes
from
this
5
huge
counties and
raccoon.
drop them off at your place.
And this raccoon comes up on the porch, and I'm sitting there, and I jump up, and he's like just sitting there, and he just comes up to me, and he puts his paws on my knee, and I sat down, the dude jumped in my lap, and here comes the neighbor lady. Oh, he won't hurt you, he won't hurt you. I said, I sensed that, but it's kind of freaking me out. Yeah, people do raise them, but they are a wild animal. You know?
This might be sensitive to some people, so plug your ears. But when I first moved here, like the second night I moved here, I had a bunch of trash in the back of my truck, and I heard something outside, and I walked outside, and there was a raccoon in my trash, and I just smoked him. I just like, nope, got rid of him right away. Priscilla says she feeds raccoons.
I know she does.
Sorry, guys.
And there's a neighbor with
There was
chickens.
trash all
who-
over my damn truck.
Yeah.
Jeff, do you occasionally
There's a-
smoke? I thought I saw you in a recent video.
There's a
He's
raccoon.
smoking this week because it's so hot.
Yeah, it's 98 degrees out there.
To be fair, when my first week here, the day I moved in, my neighbor came down and introduced himself. He's no longer living there, but they still own the property. Anyway, he came down there and he told me, he said, don't keep any dog food out because the raccoons will eat it all. He had he had dog food and pig food. They was just stealing all of his food. So I kind of had a target on that guy before I seen him anyway.
I remember when you first moved here. I seen you had that Camaro.
Yep.
Kind of like the rear end was a little, front end was a little up high.
Hey, I put brand new air shocks on
I
it this
see
year.
it. Those always did that.
There
Yeah,
are
I know.
channels on YouTube where people feed raccoons, so live vicariously through them.
Yeah.
Go watch those channels for those people feeding the raccoons, and
Trash pandas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they kill cats, they kill small dogs. They look kind of
They're
cute,
vicious.
but they're vicious.
They eat a lot of frogs.
And when they get into a chicken coop, it's not because they're hungry. It's just because they want to kill every one of the chickens in there.
Yeah.
They're vicious, nasty little varmints.
There's a circle of life that goes, and I try to only take what I'm gonna eat, but
I kill all. I
Yeah,
kill
that's
all.
why. And I take them out in the middle of the. Yeah, I don't. and,
Armadillos, I'll slaughter them things.
If I was
They're bad.
hungry, I would have no problem trapping and eating raccoons. But I got plenty of chicken in my
Right.
freezer, so.
I do kill armadillos. When I see them, they're gone. They are bad.
Those I don't mind too much. They just leave holes all over the place.
Holes, and if you worked anywhere that has cattle or horses, you have to get rid of them.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, that's true.
They're
Break
hard to
legs.
shoot.
Someone said they have a baby moose at their house. The mama died last winter, but they just
Aw.
stayed.
Yeah, it's still a wild animal.
Yeah,
Those are dangerous.
Bobcats on Hinkle Lake.
oh yeah, there's bobcats
I
out
had a
here.
friend that raised them.
Well, me and Lindsay found a really nice one not that long ago. Actually, around the same time Butt Nuggets fire, we found a really nice bobcat that someone had run over, and we took it to her uncle. I don't know what he ever did with it, but
I saw something today on our road that I can't unsee that I've never seen. And I wanted to do something, but it wouldn't stop. A baby goat that had a pool noodle, I guess stuck on its horn.
it keeps them from
He was
stabbing.
going down the center of the highway as fast as he could. And man, I felt so bad because he wouldn't. I stopped. He would not get out of the middle of the road, and I finally went around him. And I was gonna, because I think I know where he came from, right there at the end of the road.
Yeah, very good.
And he would not stop. And he was just going fast as he could. A little black goat, wasn't no more than probably 2.5 foot. high.
Whee! I got a new
But-
head! I got a new
but-
head! Look at my new head!
But they got this
everybody.
big giant pool noodle on his head, and he's just. So I don't know what happened, but living out here, you see a lot of that stuff, and you can't stop for everything. I mean, but that's something that was unusual. Seeing that goat run down the road.
See a lot of goats with pool noodles on their head.
Yeah, pool noodle, blue one. When I first, I knew it wasn't a dog. I could tell from the rear when he was running. He was going as fast as he could go too. And he was scared, I imagine.
Patty said, "Do you know how much a cup is?"
Who?
You.
A cup.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
What kind of a cup? Depends on what kind of a cup it is.
How much is a cup?
Do you know how much a cup is?
Cup of what?
Depends what's in the cup.
I think a
Kind of
cup
cup.
is a measurement technically, and obviously a drinking device. But I think,
Oh. In ounces?
yeah, is that the? I don't know if that's the
2
question.
cups. You get a drinking water, the bottled water. It's 2 cups. If you don't have a measuring cup, a lot of people don't know that.
So, what size drinking water bottle? Because there's about 10 sizes of those.
I'm lost. I don't know what
Google
he's talking about.
A cup is 8 ounces, if that's the question. I just don't know if that's.
Is
the
it 8
question.
ounces?
I believe so. Yeah.
But the standard, you get the Ozarka drinking water, it's 2 cups. So if you don't have a measuring cup, recipe calls for 2 cups. There you go. Pour that whole thing in there.
They're probably 60 ounces.
Yeah.
Priscilla said Jeff knows I would never speak to him again if he killed raccoons and I heard about it. No, he doesn't kill them. He just takes them and lets them go.
The videos are much better to release them.
Yeah, the release videos are really
I
cool.
couldn't kill him.
Especially that last one that was like, nah, I'll stay. You're like, no, seriously, go. And he's like, no, I'll stay. Like, come on, dude, get up. No.
I don't believe in killing any animal that's trying to live. It's just wandering into
Yeah.
what you're doing. You got to remove it, but you don't have to kill it.
Oh, there! I need to do
Other-
a montage of
other
all
than
12 of
armadillo.
them that I released.
Yeah, you should.
I was gonna do that. I forgot. I got busy. I'll do it someday.
Save that for January 1st of your
Yeah.
this
We'll
year's
see if I
video.
get any. I have one trap here. I need to bring my other trap and set it up. And what I'm gonna be doing here is I'll be moving the trap around to see where the pressure is coming from. So I've got a creek on this side, and I got a national forest back there, and then your place over there. So I'll just move that trap around and see if anything's coming around.
We that fuzzy? Not on my phone.
Probably having a low quality.
Well, we figured out, when did we do that live stream? Last week, Jeff?
Yep.
When we do the StreamYard out here, it's horrible. Because I did a live stream a few days before, and it was crystal clear. So we're not going to do the StreamYard at my house again.
Well, I think StreamYard, you got to pay for higher quality video.
Yeah, well, I'm not falling into that garbage. If we can have a clear one for free on YouTube, that's what we're going to do.
I'd like to be able to pull in other channels someday,
Well,
remotely and,
well, you
and
do.
StreamYard. You got to pay for
That
that,
is
though.
cool, yeah.
You pay
But that
for
would
it,
be
we'll
cool.
pull in other channels. But
Yeah. But yeah, just the regular free one. I don't think the video.
Well, then how are they going to sell it to you if it ain't, what would entice me to buy that, to subscribe to that if it's a crappy video,
Because you got to pay for the non-crappy video.
Yeah, you better show me a good video and let me do all them
yeah.
things. I'm not buying it, so they're not.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was born at
Trial
night,
run.
but not last night. I got YouTube for free, and it's clear.
Yep. How's your Starlink going?
Good. I haven't had any trouble since I got rid of that app.
I am
You didn't hear that.
so hungry.
I got bagels and cream
I
cheese.
gave you a donut, and you got that donut. Look at that.
Yeah. Not only do I not have ice, I don't have much.
It's okay. I have food soon.
Ew.
Honestly, I just thought about the food and then I was like, oh,
I just found my new hat for mowing.
it's a little hot.
Man,
How much was that?
I ain't
That'd be a
kidding
good
you.
toilet seat too.
That will block out any sun.
That's gonna draw sun to your head. That's what it's gonna do.
Now if I blow it up with air, it'll repel it. Smells weird.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I had it on wrong.
No parts garage.
Man, I don't like coming to do these live streams with you guys. I act stupid.
Well, that's the fun part.
Oh, he speaks. My nephew always give me grief.
They're telling me to eat a raccoon out of your freezer.
Clownfish wants chicken sandwiches.
I never. Oh, somebody had to bring. I didn't bring it up once.
Okay, well, since we're here and I can explain the whole clownfish thing,
He tried to explain that to me in Harps.
there's like some meme where like it says like, oh, there's tons of fish in the sea or whatever like that, and then the one girl says, yeah, but he's my clownfish or something.
That only works if we've seen the mime.
Stay away from my clownfish.
Oh yeah, it's totally my clownfish.
See, we're getting the peanut gallery commenting over here.
Finally.
I'd spin that camera around. Is what I'd do.
Jeff,
Let them handle it.
Jeff
for
and
a
Mike, have you gone to the eye doctor yet?
while. Huh?
Have you gone to the eye doctor yet?
No.
I thought we were going to the hearing doctor. No. Need to. He's been busy. You guys know that. I've been busy, and it's on the back burner. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do right now is get in my truck and go an hour away.
This is the last thing I want to do in my truck right
Yeah.
now is go an hour away.
And sweat.
Yeah. We'll get there.
I'm going 42 hours away.
Is that it?
Something like that.
I drove from Peoria, Illinois, all the way out to Snohomish.
I'm still going to be in Oklahoma. I'm only
I
going to
did
be
2
like...
days. Why are you taking 4 months?
Dude, I would head straight north as far as colder weather I could find right now.
I did not know that clownfish can change their sex.
Oh, God.
I can
Hey,
identify
man.
as whatever I wanted to do.
Let's YouTube. We got to stop that right now.
All right. Swerve. All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm still going to be,
Did you know that, Lindsay?
What? No.
let's see,
Okay.
probably like the 12th
She's
or
real
13th
quiet.
of July. I'm going to be still in Oklahoma. I'm going to be like an hour and a half away for like a whole week. I'm not even going to be very far away. Because I'm going to just like go into Oklahoma and just like hit all the Oklahoma, YouTube
Cool.
channels.
Yeah. Lots of
So,
great people over there.
Got a lot of friends over there, so we're gonna go see everybody, and then once I get everybody seen, then I'm just gonna head west, go like cross Amarillo. As soon as I get to Amarillo, I'm gonna go a little north.
Go west, young man.
You can keep your options open. You don't have to have a set schedule for all kinds of stuff. You can go with the flow, and that's the beauty, I think.
Yeah.
I would love it.
I'd head straight to Mexico. Try to get in there and just tell them you're going to migrate. Turn the tables on them.
No, we got a wall there. That wall is built.
Yeah, we're allowed to go through the wall.
No.
Well, he's got
Give it
tools.
time. We got a different
He's
president.
got tools,
these
and
days.
that wall's metal. They get through it, so why can't he? So it's all right. They come.
Just build a
flying
ramp,
on.
and you jump it Dukes of Hazzard style, in a VW bus.
Yeah. I want to see as many YouTube channels as I can along the way. I can't go way out of the way, obviously, because gas prices are crazy. Plus, I'm going to be kind of time sensitive. Even though I have 4 months, it's going to go like this. So,
Yeah.
That's where you're wrong. He can go out of the way if you pay for the gas.
Nah.
Yeah.
A lot of it's not even gonna be gas, but a lot of it's gonna be time. Cause like, I can't go 3 hours this way and just turn around. You know what I mean? Anyways, I want to see everything. I said that to say I want to go to as many YouTube channels as possible. I don't care if they're 100 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. I just want to see what other people are filming and doing, and steal some
Cool.
farm food along the way. Maybe get some eggs and stuff like
You
that.
need to go see Derek Vice Grip Garage. Yeah,
He's the other way. He's in
yeah,
Tennessee.
no, but
Yeah.
That's
That'd
for the
be
next
good.
trip. Virginia saw a YouTuber eat a beaver. I've eaten a beaver on YouTube with VW Family Farm.
I never seen that.
I'm not commenting on none of that. Yeah.
It just-
No, they had a nuisance beaver, VW Family Farm, Ben and Andrea up in Arkansas, and Ben trapped it because it was clogging up a creek, which was causing flooding across the road. But yeah, he made beaver burgers out of it, and I went up there one day hanging out, and Roots of Refuge were there, and yeah, I had a beaver burger. It was pretty tasty too.
Your dog's going off again.
It's not my dog; it's a neighbor's dog.
There's nobody living there.
Save a tree, eat a beaver.
Jason Crocker ate a roadkill beaver.
What's the
Maybe
weird-
I'll do a roadkill series.
What's the worst thing you were forced to ever eat? Start with Jeff.
I almost cussed. Marmite, dude.
So-
Marmite is the worst damn thing I
Well,
ever ate
let me
on a
rephrase-
live stream with Jeff.
Let me
That
rephrase
stuff
this.
is garbage.
Have you
dude.
ever lived through times so hard you didn't have much food or money?
I've put water in cereal
What-
at least 150 times.
What did you have to live off?
Cereal.
Because 1992 was the year for me. I'll start. Ramen noodles, and you get a bag of potatoes for $2 or less back then. 10 pound, 20, whatever. So I ate ramen noodles that entire summer with potatoes. And I still can't eat those ramen noodles. I'm just getting to where I can eat them, only the chicken flavor.
Yeah, I had a lot of ramen noodles. You do egg drop with them. Get a boiling,
Dude, I
drop
couldn't
an egg
afford
in
nothing
there.
but the noodles
Yeah.
and the water. The water came
Oh.
with the place. But
If you get tortillas and then you
But
like,
eggs are cheap. You
make
can
a
add
ramen
an
noodle
egg.
burrito.
That's, cans of peas. I throw peas in with the ramen noodles.
I'm taking 96 canned goods with me when I leave. I'll probably eat about 2 canned goods a day.
SpaghettiOs and meatballs.
Yeah.
All them meatballs are on top. You mix
What are
it
you
up.
gonna cook with?
Mostly on wood fires if I can, but the problem is a lot of these states are like desert-like states that
Yeah.
have no burn
Fire
zones and stuff. So
restrictions.
yeah,
SpaghettiOs are good cold out of the can.
yeah. Say I can open a can of green beans and eat them. You know, I mean, I'm
Corn,
not. Yeah,
cold.
I'm gonna lose a lot of weight.
You're not
Pause.
taking a cooler.
You
can get
got
ice
much
here
weight
and
I'm gonna
there.
take a
The
cooler,
small
but
one.
yeah, that's gonna be the hard part. It's like, look, get ice and then just pour it out when it's melted and just wait it 5 days and get some more. You know, I'm gonna get some lunch meat when I can, and then ride out sandwiches for 4 days until the lunch meat goes bad. or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Bologna and a bag of chips. That's a
Oh.
good sandwich right there. You put the chips right on
Lindsay
the top.
knows the cheese and crackers or peanut butter and crackers or get you a big old thing of them. I got that's my lunch, my afternoon snacks. I love those things.
If you ever can't find a place to park, hotels are the best place to go. You can sleep in your van. Then you can go get the ice in the morning. They'll never know you're there.
Yeah, they will.
I'm-
They won't.
Okay, Paul, I see your message. I'll address it. I am.
Sterno cans.
So when I get to Oklahoma, I am going to buy a school bus.
In Oklahoma.
You're buying a school bus.
Yeah, I found an old school bus, actually, altruistic farmstead. Great people. I'm gonna go see them. They've been holding a school bus for me, and we're gonna hold it a little longer. I'll probably go get it this winter because I just don't have time, unfortunately, before I leave. But I'm gonna go pay for it now, so it's reserved, and I can go get it. And also O'Rourke, Littlefield, if y'all are still here, thank you guys because they're also holding another vehicle for me right now. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go buy the school bus for Lindsay, and if it ever gets to travel the road or not is a way future question. But
Does it run now?
it does not run now, but it has a super cool Chevy motor in it. It's basically like my truck and Lindsay's truck, except a school bus, like 5 or 6 windows. So they've already put like a roof rack.
So
over
how
the
you gonna
top.
get it here?
It's gonna take Russell and the big truck.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna try to fix it and drive it?
No, I mean that would be cool, and I probably could. I mean, we'll see. It's at a cool spot where I could do that because it's like Jen and Wiley's friends, like close friends. So it's possible, but it would take a lot of work. I mean,
Somebody mentioned something that's a good idea, and we used to do this. Get you some heavy-duty aluminum foil. You could rig a compartment in your motor.
Yeah.
Baked potatoes. You could put cans of food, beans or whatever, where it ain't gonna hurt nothing, and drive 50 miles. You got a meal.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah, I
there.
mean, I could do that. The problem is that with the Volkswagen, it's like the engine bay, there's an engine, and then all the exhaust stuff is actually underneath the bus, so it's air cooled. So the whole part of that is to keep the engine bay as cool as possible. So I mean, it would probably still cook in there, but all the exhaust is actually outside of the engine bay, so it doesn't heat up like a normal truck would. So.
I used to do printing, so we had heat set printing, which has big ovens that the paper goes through and dries the ink. We'd roll up. You had to double wrap them, or it would taste like ink. Double wrap them in foil. We'd put them in the ovens, and a couple hours, an hour. I mean, they run at 350 to 375 degrees, and we'd cook I don't know how many pizzas and everything else we cooked in there.
Yeah. Can we stop talking about food, please?
He's hungry. I gave you a donut.
Yeah. Paul Honeyman, another UK person, across the pond person, said, "What's wrong with Marmite? My gran used to give it to us on toast on cold seasons. That stuff is absolute garbage.
What is Marmite?
It's garbage. I just told you.
Yeast extract.
Yeah, it is.
He eats that?
It is the grossest thing you've ever had. in
Have
your
you
life.
ever heard of Vegemite? There's a song.
I'm sure that's worse. I haven't
It's
tried
the
that.
same kind of thing.
English people drink too
Horrible.
much tea, man. That's
And he sent us Marmite flavored pretzels, and you dip the Marmite flavored pretzels in the Marmite.
Dude, it was disgusting.
Oh.
Blue Van Man's not awake. Blue Van's man not awake this time of night, but cause they're over there. But yeah, he sent us some Marmite, and it looks pretty appetizing. Almost, it almost looks like maybe some. I don't know. Anyway, it's garbage. If anybody ever gives it to you, just don't do it. Somebody said, "Oh
I
yeah,
don't
butt
like
nuggets."
the name of it.
It's in your text.
I still
Butt
haven't got the video.
Butt Nuggets dog had puppies. So,
Nah.
What you gonna do?
am I going to visit waterfalls? I'm guessing that's for me. I'm gonna visit every cool thing I possibly can.
Self-Reliant Roadshow. Nope, they're home and being grandparents and doing life.
The Marmite was worse than 50-year-old beer.
That I don't know.
Okay, it was equal. It was less than or equal to.
There's O'Rourke's Littlefield.
What is that dog going nuts about?
Warwick Littlefield's still here. Thank you for keeping my truck for me. I promise I will be back when the winter comes to get it.
Or
Or sooner. If Jeff gets
Many
tired,
moons
it's
from
easier.
now.
If my dog don't eat it, I ain't eating it either.
How come Jeff's not in your?
I zoomed in on the chat because you're old.
it crops me out.
Why does he do that?
'Cause
you're
I
in
do
mine.
too.
You're on there.
Yeah,
but
you
you're
said
not on
last time you
Drew's.
said you're too old to read that small, so I zoomed in for you.
I can't see that. So I got my phone. I can't see that.
Yeah.
She's like a great pair of means.
Someone said that it's beer leftovers. If Marmite is beer leftovers, I would seriously believe that. It's so gross.
That makes sense. I know in the U.S., the spent, they give it to hogs, pigs.
Garlic flavored pretzels is good eating. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna tell you something that is good. Chocolate covered potato chips. Man, you ain't lived till you ate some Ruffles Ridges covered in chocolate. Got that salty taste with the chocolate. I think Reese's even caught on to that with their new Reese's or whatever. But me and my brother know how to make that. I need to make that one day. Man, they're good.
No, Wendy's French fries dipped in a Frosty.
I've heard that's really
that-
good. I've
that
never
is
tried it,
good.
but I heard that.
But we don't have a Wendy's, so quit
People do
talking
it
about it.
with McDonald's too. They just put it in the McDonald's.
I don't
I'm just gonna keep
I
talking.
don't think
about
there's
it.
any Wendy's in
No.
Fort
Mom goes
Smith.
to Chick-fil-A.
We don't have any Wendy's around here, not even in Fort Smith.
Russellville.
You're supposed to
Two
put
of
a
them
thin
in
layer.
Russellville.
If anybody wants to watch me eat Marmite, there's a video. It's actually on. Is it on mine
I
or
still
yours?
don't know
I
what
can't
it
remember.
is.
It's either on. You can actually go on someone's YouTube channel and search by live stream or by video. So you can actually search. Ooh, bagels. Yeah.
That's all he wanted to get at the grocery store.
There's a video where Blue Van Man sent
I don't even know where they are.
sent us some Marmite and we tried it. I don't remember if it's on Jeff's live or my live, but either way, you can see my reaction. It is really. I even tried to eat it like 3 more times to see if like, oh, maybe it's just no, it's full on garbage.
No, the Harps, they got great. They're bagels for $2.
I thought I was getting a bagel.
I told you to stay out of the dumpster.
No, I love that. $2 for a 6-pack of bagels. It's a good deal. They got a whole table full of them, and they have chocolate, French toast flavor, cinnamon sugar flavor. They got all kinds of different bagels, and yeah, so it's good. I'll hook you up with
I
it.
like raisin bread. That stuff's good with butter all over it.
Yeah. But cream cheese and bagels is easy.
Yeah, I like blueberry bagels with cream cheese. Is like I think that's the best. Mama V, he actually answered that question. Self-Reliant Roadshow is at home being Pawpaw and Grandma.
Are we done yet? Drew needs a bagel.
7 minutes till 11. I mean, that would be 2
Well,
hours.
that'd be
All
two
right.
hours,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're-
7
still
minutes.
got-
If anybody's got questions or something?
We still got 400 people in here.
Yeah, shoot.
Well, they need to go to bed too.
Hey, I got my shoot dang shirt on. I didn't even notice. Shoot dang.
I don't like doing these because then I go home and watch them. Then I'm up till 1.
Well, then you gotta watch
I don't
it. You
get
gotta
up-
wait for the chat.
And then
the
I
next
oversleep
day.
and I don't get up till 5:30. Sucks being
Wow.
old, man.
Cindy Brown homemade jams and Marmite with Drew. Oh man, I
A
want
cooler that runs on the lighter in a car.
Was that at Marvin's?
Do you have a lighter in the VW?
I do have one. What was the cooler?
PC?
I actually reached out to
Those
this
things are
company.
expensive.
Yeah, I reached out to this company and see if they want to do a sponsorship, and they never got back to me. Then I started watching some van life reviews, and some of the guys say it's a really great idea and it works great, and you're all hyped about it. But then in reality, it's really not that good, and it's better to just go with ice. So I might just buy. I have a perfect spot in front of the passenger floorboard. In the passenger floorboard, there's no one going to be in there. So that's going to be the spot for the cooler. I might just buy like a $100 cooler from, I think like Walmart makes like a knockoff Yeti one.
I think
Supposed to be they're pretty nice. We'll see.
dog man would enjoy anything as long as it's covered in butter. What you trying to say? You think that hurts my feelings? I don't care.
I like real butter.
Real
too.
butter. I
Yeah.
use real butter. And a lot of olive oil.
If you guys used to watch my channel like way back, I used to have this farmer down just south of us that had he had a milk cow, and she gave up 8 gallons a day every single day, dude. And it was like 30% cream. It was so good. I would just shake it up. I mean, it didn't matter if it was 100 degrees. I was just chugging it. It was the best thing ever, man. He ended up having to give her away because he lost his property. But yeah, 8 gallons a day, dude. I could literally drink as many gallons as he would let me. Lindsay's truck is doing really good. I just posted a video today on it. It's pretty close. Honestly, I have 8 days or something like that, and I don't know if it's gonna be done, but pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Oh, there's the puppies Brent and Deborah have been talking about. Look at that.
Those don't look
You're
like
keeping
kittens
all
to
of
me.
them, right?
How does that happen?
I don't know.
What, puppies?
Well, when a mommy dog and a daddy dog love each other very much, the birds.
See, with chickens, you'll get
So there's a whole batch of them that's gonna jump on you now.
No, that's the
greasy
more
farm
common.
milk.
Little buds. But daisies. That's what they're called. But daisies.
Someone asked if I'm gonna take yoo-hoos since chocolate milk won't take the heat.
Ew.
Yoo-hoos are actually alright, but anyways, it's more sentimental I think because I used to drink them when I was kids. I'm gonna have to change a lot of the qualities of life that I have. I'm gonna try to seriously quit sodas. I'm gonna try to limit my tobacco use to like, I guess when you live life every day and you get in a program of doing the same stuff, you know, and now my life's about to take a huge shift, so I'm gonna try to incorporate some more positive stuff and try to cut the sodas out of my life. Maybe try to cut the cigarettes back anyway or something. But anyway, we're gonna see. No more chocolate milk. I will have no more chicken sandwiches and no more chocolate milk in my future.
What's wrong with chicken sandwiches?
So now
I
I'll be
love
able to
them,
buy
but-
that chocolate milk since
I'm
you're
not-
gone.
I'm not taking my
She don't have to hoard it behind the
Oh.
counter.
I'm not taking my chicken sandwich cook with me.
Ah.
Yeah.
So that's about saving money.
Drink more beer. So, honestly, dude, I've been thinking about this. If I buy a 12-pack of beer at a store, or like if I go to a campground or something, I mean, I'm technically sleeping in my vehicle. Like, they could give me a DUI or DWI. They
Hide your
could.
keys.
You had to put the keys outside of the vehicle or something.
Top of your
I mean, it
wheel.
would take a real asshole to give you a hard time about it, but I mean, they could.
Every
Get-
state's going to be a little bit
Get one of them
different
little
on that.
key things that you hide with a magnet. Put it
Yeah.
under your wheel well.
Yeah.
You gotta have the keys in it. Or a witness saying you were driving.
Right.
They're not gonna mess with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would just give me a hard time just to give me one, but I'm not exactly trying to get a
Don't do it in
DWI
a
for drinking in the back of my
Put it
bus.
towards the back of the bus if you're driving.
Right.
It's
I mean,
not
that's-
within reach.
That's
Yeah.
tradition. People drink at a campground.
Right.
You know, they're not gonna mess with you there unless you're disruptive.
Right.
But I still wouldn't have the keys in the ignition.
Just smashing a 24-pack at Walmart, just like posting up my feet. Just.
Yeah, don't do a live stream whirling around a campground. Ah, this place ain't got no spots.
That's funny.
All right, we better get off here.
All right.
So in California, don't drink in the bus. You can have beer.
When
you get home from the
when
store?
you step foot in
Yeah.
California.
And
I just meant like if I'm sitting in the back with the 12-pack smashing it and my keys are in the ignition, even if I'm like not moving, the engine's cold and everything. I mean, they technically could still give me a DUI or maybe
Yeah.
DWI or something.
I wouldn't chance it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday night. It was hot today.
It's still hot.
Yeah, it's still kind of hot. But we're going to eat some bagels and fix a golf cart tire maybe.
Yeah, I think I might take it to work tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah. Well,
It needs to sit out in the sun and let this
progress.
get really soft. I mean, this rubber.
no. So it'll fit around the rim.
Right.
That's what it's not doing.
And then I can clean the rim up really good because it's kind of dirty, and then get soap and water on there and stretch.
Cool. We got a plan.
Appreciate y'all joining us. Cheers.
Yes.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Oh,
John Van
man.
Homestead, Dutch Creek Cabin.
Make sure you subscribe to Drew. He's going to be taking off soon. He could use your views.
Yeah.
Views are important, not subscribers. So tell your friends. Get him some people.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Clownfish Adventures.
And if somebody did send me a PayPal, thank you in advance, because
You know they did.
don't feel obligated. Obviously, I planned this trip. I will make it happen. You know, so
Who else is crazy enough to do something like this today?
it's literally the highest gas price I've ever
Yeah.
been. I'm gonna drive 6,000 miles. But I didn't just plan this to do it. I've been planning this for years, and I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it.
So help them out, man.
Part of it.
If you can. If you can spare something, help a man out.
Thank you, man.
All right, we're taking off. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, everybody.
Happy trails.
Thanks for having us.